Arnold Allen had one point to prove, and that's the fact that he's one of the best featherweight fighters in the UFC. Arnold is mostly overlooked when the greatest featherweight fighters in the division are being mentioned, despite Arnold's unbeaten record in the promotion. Given the opportunity to change that narrative at the co-main event spot and in his home country, Arnold took his opponent, Dan Hooker, to a dimension of boundless strikes, demolishing Dan Hooker with punches out of this world. It was completely phenomenal. Like, he had the strength of 1,000 Hercules pumping through his arms. But Dan, unwilling to go down just like that, started launching shots of his own, with a punch actually buckling Allen's knees at one point. Arnold yet again tapped right back into his mystical strength and delivered another round of heavy strikes till the referee jumped in to call off the fight, just 2 minutes into the first round. After the fight, Arnold, still pumped by his victory, said, "I know how hard I hit. I know how good of a striker I am. I was just playing my footwork. He was quite slow, but he's so long, so I thought, F it, just throw." Arnold is now on an 11-fight win streak with an overall MMA record of 18-1. He's definitely going to be shooting up the ranks in the featherweight division, and all Arnold wants is another high-profile fight that would send him straight into title contention. After so many years, the feud between Thor Bjornsson and Eddie Hall was finally being squashed in a boxing match that saw Bjornsson come out victorious. Thor Bjornsson, who played the role of the Mountain in the popular HBO series Game of Thrones, is also known for his time competing as the world's strongest man. Thor has claimed that title multiple times, but in 2017 he lost the finals to Eddie Hall, and that's where their big feud started. Thor and Eddie finally got the chance to square things out in an amateur boxing match in Abu Dhabi. Bjornsson scored 3 knockdowns in 6 3-minute rounds, including one in round 3 from a strong left hook, and one in the last round off a 1-1-2 combination. Bjornsson used his height and reach advantage to pick apart Hall with his jab as the battle proceeded. The match was primarily technical, much to the surprise of the analyst, and while Hall did exhibit indications of tiredness, Bjornsson remained composed until the final bell. Speaking after the fight, Bjornsson expressed himself saying, "On my behalf, understandably, he seemed a bit angry still. He lost the fight, so there's a lot of feelings going on right now. I've been there, but right now I'm happy. If he wants a rematch inside the ring, no problem." Bjornsson doesn't have any fight fixed on his radar next, but he did seem happy to keep his training in hopes of getting another match soon. Former pro MMA fighter and now commentator for the UFC, Daniel Cormier, just turned 43. To celebrate, Cormier took to his Instagram to post a photo of himself with the caption, "Happy birthday to this guy, #43. And at just 43, Cormier has definitely accomplished a lot. Daniel Cormier was born in Lafayette, Louisiana on March 20th, 1979. He's a former UFC light heavyweight and heavyweight champion. Cormier is the second fighter in UFC history to hold titles in 2 weight classes simultaneously, and is the first to defend titles in 2 divisions. As an international wrestler, Cormier was a 6-time US World Olympic Team member and a World Bronze medalist, a World Cup runner-up, a Pan American Games gold medalist, and a 2-time Pan American champion. Prior to competing in the UFC, Cormier was the Strikeforce Heavyweight Grand Prix champion and King of the Cage Heavyweight champion. He holds the distinction of having won a World Championship belt in every promotion for which he has fought. UFC featherweight fighter Cub Swanson posted a video on his Instagram doing a very impressive lift. Cub Swanson was on a board balanced on a rolling cylinder when he was handed a 115-pound lift. Now, as dangerous as that sounds, Swanson was still able to do the lift safely, with his wife, Kendra Ray Swanson, hyping him up from the comment section. Speaking of comment sections, if you're a new subscriber to our channel, go comment I sub and stand the chance to win our monthly shoutout contest. It's pretty fun, so go comment I sub now. Japan-based fighting federation RIZIN held a mixed martial arts and kickboxing event at RIZIN 34 in Japan, with the undercard fight featuring one of the most vicious knockouts you'll see. Yuki Kasahara and Motoki, both Japanese fighters, fought in a 134-pound kickboxing match. Kasahara backed Motoki up against the ropes, with a punching onslaught late in the first round before unleashing a powerful flying knee that wrenched Motoki's head backwards and knocked him out. Just take a look at that. Completely insane. It's one thing to perform exceptionally well as a fighter, and it's another for your own boss to sing your praises. Well, that was exactly the case of Paddy Pimblett, as he didn't just wow the London crowd after finishing Rodrigo Vargas at UFC Fight Night, Volkov vs Aspinall, he also managed to get President Dana White pumped up by his performance. Speaking during the post-fight press conference, Dana White said, "This week, I was getting tired of hearing, 'Oh, wait till you see his walkout, wait till you see this and that.' I was like, I want to see him fight. He needs to win, you know?" But he did. He did spectacularly. And when he was in trouble, he came back and turned the fight around and won. I'll give you an example. On my Instagram, the face-offs yesterday for the heavyweight fight, it did 120,000 views. Paddy's face-off did 1.3 million. So all the talk going into the fight about his walkout and all this shh, listen, it's real. This kid's got a ton of hype behind him, and tonight he showed everybody that he's the real deal. When asked if Paddy Pimblett is now main event material, Dana responded, "I don't know. I mean, his numbers say yes. His numbers say yes. He could headline a fight night. It's just one of those things. He's like Sean O'Malley. O'Malley pulls big numbers. We've had a couple of guys off the Contender Series that have pulled some big numbers. That's the best way I could think to explain it. If you look at some of the guys that have come off the Contender Series and you watch the numbers and see what they do, you'll see these guys either move right to pay-per-view, or we headline them or put them in strong positions on fight nights. Paddy is definitely one of those guys that could be one." Pimblett, for one, believes he's main event worthy. Pimblett said after his victory that he deserved to be in the main event and that he could easily sell out a stadium. In the other news, Ilia Topuria wants to fight Pimblett so bad, and he's not willing to sit around till the UFC makes it happen. After Topuria claimed a victory over Jai Herbert with a right hook that's now one of the finest knockouts of the year so far, he mentioned Paddy Pimblett as a possible next opponent during his Octagon interview. But when speaking with the media reporters backstage, he had a new narrative of himself ever facing Pimblett in the Octagon. "Never," Topuria said. "Never ever. I don't think so. Maybe if Dana stayed with him with a gun. Maybe yes, and they force him to go inside the cage with me. Maybe. Otherwise, I don't think so. I don't think he has the balls to fight me. With Paddy, I don't give an F about any weight class. Even if he wants to come and don't make the weight, I'm going to fight him. I don't care about the weight with Paddy." "Really? He's nobody," Topuria said in Spanish. No, he's nothing. The one who's ranked is me. Since I take it personally, if the UFC wants it, I can still fight him tonight in that hotel. But if it doesn't happen that way, I want to go back to 145 pounds. I want to go back to that business and finish it." Paddy Pimblett was also dismissive of the feud, calling Topuria Mr. Hand Sanitizer. Both fighters also got into an argument at the UFC's Athlete Hotel early in March 2022, with Topuria throwing punches at Pimblett and Pimblett retaliated by striking with a bottle of hand sanitizer. The good thing is, both men had superb victories at UFC London. The only question that's on every MMA fan's lips is, will they ever face each other? Till then, make sure you check out this video showing on your screen right now. Thanks, and bye for now.